Hey everybody, this is Uncle Bernie and we're here at Airstream of Southern New England, and today we have the absolute pleasure of taking a look at the Airstream Class B van, the Interstate 19X. As you can see, it's all-wheel drive. It's on the Mercedes 2500 series chassis. It is a very well-built coach and it has all the unique features that you're going to find from Mercedes as well as Airstream. First of all, you're going to be on a lifted chassis here, so you have that extra 6 or 8 inches of clearance over there with the heavy-duty BF Goodrich tires, so you can take this camper off-road when you need to. It also has this kind of like Rhino Shield type of coating on not only the hood, but on the front bumper, as well as about a third of the way up the doors and all the way along the side of the camper. So if you're going through some deep brush or something like that, this is going to protect the paint job, protect the camper, and it also has it right integrated into the grille as well. So as you're looking up here, not only do you have these beautiful fog lights, but this extra heavy duty front bumper that's designed to make sure it takes care of all the sensors and protects all the parking sensors that Mercedes offers. Now, along with all these wonderful features, it has a carefree awning, and that awning, it looks like one of the ones that if it gets a little bit too much motion, it's going to self-retract, and it's a beautiful out-of-the-way awning. And it also has standard from Mercedes for Airstream is the surround view camera system. So you can see every angle around the camper, and it has all these high-end technological stuff like lane keep assist, also like adaptive cruise control, and all those fun things that are going to keep you safe on the road. As we come around over here, I just love the way they kind of subtly integrate the X logo into this 19X. But back here, you have an outdoor shower, all right? So you're gonna have hot and cold water. You can clean off your puppy. You can maybe, take a shower out here, clean off your gear if you got some mountain bikes that get kind of dirty. And also you have the Exhaustia Trumer hot water and heating system. But down below here, I don't have the key on me, but I hear it's a macerator pump for the black, the gray, to dump out nice and easily. It pumps out there, and you actually have the controls over here, and this is where the hose pulls out. It's a nice easy reel, real easy to operate. I guess it's a 20-gallon freshwater, 16 on the gray and 9 on the black, so that will get you through a good weekend if you're careful, right? So you also have extra connections to your freshwater over here, and it has a smart plug connection as well as additional solar that you can add to this. It comes standard with 250 watts of solar with a 2,000 watt inverter, so you have plenty of power to keep you going throughout the day and the night. As we come around back here, I just love the way they make it so easy to access and get your bicycles in here, and you have plenty of these L brackets here to tie down all this stuff. You have these extra brackets up top, so not only do they have these nice collapsible bins up there, they have like netting around them, and you can move those around, but you can actually add extra stuff in there too. So you might want to put a little pocket for your cell phone or something like that holds your wallet, but you have those brackets on top too, so you can tie things top to bottom, left to right. So if you wanted to really stabilize a bike, you can tie it down in 4 different areas. This, by the way, turns into a Camper King. It's 74 inches long by 70 inches wide, so it's going to make sure you have plenty of room for you, your wife, or your spouse, and or maybe a puppy. There's plenty of room in there. So let's go take a look on the inside from my perspective. First of all, before we go in, I just love the fact that it has these windows over here, and you can drop the screen down and let the fresh air in and keep the bugs out. And then also in this doorway, you also have an integrated screen door as well. So that's really nice and easy. And then this is an easy place to fill up your freshwater holding tank as well. And that freshwater holding tank is also heated. Now you do have separate heat for those tanks. Oh wow, look at this. Your refrigerator's right by the doorway. I love that, because who wants to go searching for your beer and crawling through the whole camper when you can just reach in, grab a couple of beers, maybe grab something that you can cook out on the grill. But yeah, let's take a look at this lovely area. As we come in, we're gonna go right over to the cockpit area, because ladies and gentlemen, this is Mercedes-Benz, this is comfort. This is technology. This is all the latest and greatest features that you're going to be able to find in this Mercedes Sprinter chassis. And as you can see, right on the steering wheel, you have all the controls for cruise control, for your phone, to do all your navigation controls, and anything else that you may need to do, and set your lane keep assist and the distance between you and the car in front of you for your adaptive cruise control. And of course, these lovely, breathable, soft touch. Oh my goodness. And just so you know, Mercedes also has their own navigation. So you can put the measurements of the coach in there to make sure that you're not going to be going through any low bridges or anything of that nature. So as we come along, you know, I didn't realize that there's all that aluminum that you get on the Airstreams on the inside of the coach as well. And this kind of looks like something you'd find in a boat. If you put this in the real deep water, the bathroom might not leak. I'm just joking, but yeah, it kind of looks like something that you'd find on a cruise ship, isn't it? Let's take a look in the bathroom. So it looks to be a full service wet bath, and it is, and you can look at my finger, follow my fingers, all the contouring in here. This is a one-piece bath, and the toilet paper holder is completely enclosed. It's a plastic cover on it. It flips up so you can get at the toilet paper, and it's real easy to operate. And this is one of those cords that can slide back and forth to this connector over here, so you can hang up your wet laundry, your wet towel, or something like that. But yeah, you can do, you know, shower and use the bathroom and check your makeup in that little mirror. Yeah, what a beautiful setup for this bathroom. And as we come along here, you can see that all that storage I was talking about is available. Yeah, look at this beautiful access panel over here. So, oh, it has a connector for a battery heater over here, has the inverter controls and the power controls, and also your cable antenna hookup as well. And so this is a Coleman Mach AC, which I love. First of all, they're quiet. Secondly, they're very, very efficient, and they cool off really well. They have a lot of BTUs. Yeah, and look at these nice storage compartments up there. That's the little cover for the front window for privacy. And then you can keep some of your other things available. Now look at the size of this sink. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but that's about 11 inches square. It's about the same size as your typical roof vent. And you can fit a big pot in there. And you have room for your soaps and other things that you have handy there. And you have control over your hot water and your Truma furnace as well. Now, let's take a look. Oh, you have a control panel over here. And I guess there's one near the front door too. We'll take a look at it on the way out. But look at the power options over here. You have GFI controlled outlets, 110, and then 4 different USBs. So you have plenty of ways to plug in. Over here, you're going to be able to control the lights, the heat, you know, the AC. You'll be able to control, check your tank levels. All those things you're going to be able to check right here, right on the bed. And if you take a peek under here, this is where surprise happened. Let's take a look. Yep, the cushion's in the way, of course. Oh, look at that. You have an induction burner built right into that beautiful solid surface counter. And I wish we had the lights on, because look at the nice trim work over here. This is smooth as silk. It's absolutely gorgeous front to back. Folks, if you're looking for an amazing vehicle that you can go out and do things in places that you never even dreamed of, take a look at the Airstream Interstate 19X all-wheel drive. You can pick up this lovely coach right here at Airstream of Southern New England in Union, Connecticut.